That was a way of just reading the records as they are presenting themselves now. So we're going to put the room in a special mode now. This special mode allows us to change the records for the better. We're going to take you into an even higher probable future, a more joyful, more loving, more healthy, more abundant. But to do that, we're going to have to clear some of the influences that prevented that higher future from showing up the first time. Welcome. I am Mark, and this is By Divine Design. Today's free Zoom call is going to focus on our Akashic Records, and most especially on our highest possible future records. So the Akashic Records is just one way of talking about what I do with people. When I interact with you, your energy system, all the different layers of your beingness, and I see some kind of block that might be coming from an ancestor or from a past life or from childhood, I'm basically already in your records reading your Akashic Records. And so, like, if I see some kind of trauma that happened when you were 5, and we open that up, we receive more information, because often it's the information we receive that helps it to begin to release, helps the understanding and the healing happen. Or we just clear away what's no longer needed and a higher understanding comes in. So that process changes your records from the past. And it allows new options in your present and out into your future. And it works in any direction. We can go into the future and look at what the most probable record for your future is, for any particular future. And then we can heal it. We can take away the lower vibrational influences, raise it up to a new higher record, have that one be the one that's activated now. The old record becomes a footnote. There's no loss. Any record is always permanently maintained as a record, but you can have other records supersede it and become the activated record, and then all the older records for that become footnotes. Same in the past. The original history had your mother wanting to have an abortion when she found out that she was pregnant with you. We go in and heal that. We actually change those records so that she was able to heal whatever she needed to heal, and she looked forward to having you. And then that starts to move through all the records into your future. That having a mother who honestly wanted to have you as her child. So that's just a little background on how every record can be changed and lifted to a higher vibration and activated at that higher level, past, present, and future. And today we're going to journey into our highest possible future and make it an even higher, more possible future. Now, the other thing with Akashic Records is the time factor. The time is very, very fluid and flexible. So what we're going to focus on today is the highest possible midterm future. Not a really far off future and not a near future, but and you're going to be able to feel that out for yourself. What does midterm future mean to you? Is that like a year or two from now, 6 months from now, 3 years from now, whatever? But you'll know in the moment. And we're also going to make use of a guide today. Yeah, and this guide can be a guide you're already familiar with, maybe your guardian angel or some other angel, a spirit guide you already work with, some ascended master, some form of God, or just simply your own higher self, your own divine self. So at a certain point, we're going to invite that guide in. Just allow whoever that is for you to show up and make its presence known to you. Okay, let's open up the transmission. This transmission is a transmission of divine love consciousness. It's always for your highest good and the highest good of all. And right away, I noticed the presence of Archangel Metatron, who is actually the keeper of the records. I mean, he goes by many names. In different cultures, he's known by other names, but I'm most familiar with him as Metatron. So his transmission is already lifting your vibration very rapidly, very easily, connecting with your energy system. Yeah, opening. You're being invited to open your energy system to this uplifting vibration, uplifting set of vibrations. Metatron's known for what's called Metatron's cube, which is a very multi-dimensional field that he has placed around us, that it just automatically scans your system looking for what you need most and offers that to you as a transmission to rapidly raise your vibration, help you to relax physically and mentally, brings out the quiet that's always in the background, bringing the peace and quiet from the background into the foreground of your awareness. Would you allow your energy system to open even more to all the supportive love, light, and truth? Would you allow yourself to lift in vibration? Okay, we're not only being lifted in vibration, but we're being guided to a particular space that will be our launching pad today. And this is where you are being greeted by a guide for the day. This is going to be your guide in the Akashic Records. Could be a guide you've never experienced before, or it could be one you're very familiar with. Just allow yourself to sense who is here for you to be your guide today. Just giving you some time to greet one another. And it looks like your guide has a gift for you. It might be a word or a phrase, an object, image, a felt sense. Let yourself receive this gift and acknowledge it. Feel into what this gift is for you. Okay, this launching pad that we've all been brought to, I'm seeing it as like a large disc that we're all standing upon, our guides and each one of us. And high above us, there's a portal. And the disc is just slowly lifting. And your guide is helping you to lift in vibration, to let go of whatever has been weighing you down, so that you can rise higher for this journey to your Akashic Records. The whole disc is lifting like an elevator up towards this portal of light that's high above us. You might feel how the energy is changing, how you feel even more loved and supported the higher we rise. There might even be a rising excitement. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the portal of light. Just lifting your vibration more and more. A finer level of awareness is being activated in your third eye to allow you to see more, experience more of these higher realms, these higher dimensions that we're rising through and into. Okay, we've reached the portal. You might be able to see through the portal now to just a very, very beautiful valley filled with flowers and green. Wonderful clear sky with some puffy clouds. very, very brilliant, radiant colors. And there's a path leading down into this valley. It's a river valley. There's a river off to the side. Just awesome beauty. As you step through the portal into this higher astral realm, your guide assisting you. You can feel the peace of the place, the love that's here. Yeah, and as you move further and further into this beautiful reality, in the distance ahead a bit, there's a beautiful palace. For some of you, it might look more like a temple. Some lovely architecture. And there's a beautiful garden in the front area. And this is your Palace of Akashic Records. This palace holds your Akashic Records, your personal records. And your records are actually everywhere. But it helps the mind to focus and experience by using and creating a palace as the holder of the records for you. And in the upper astral, the upper astral realm that we're in is very responsive to thought. You can create easily with your thought. So Metatron has already placed the thoughts for you to be able to receive and experience this palace of your Akashic Records. Metatron is holding this vision in place for you so you can have the experiences that you have here today. Okay. You find yourself walking up to the front door now with your guide right there with you. There's a very beautiful door. Just notice what you notice about that door. And would you be willing to open the door to your records and give yourself access to your Akashic Records as your infinite divine self? Would you be willing to let go of any and all ego desires before walking into your Akashic Records? Would you be willing to allow all the decisions that are made today be made by your infinite divine beingness that knows your highest good in every probability? we go. Good, good, good. Okay, looks like you're all ready to enter your own palace. So, for some of you, the doors might just be opening on their own. For some of you, you might need to open it yourself. But go ahead and enter your palace. Generally, as you enter the palace, there's a large lobby. And the lobby goes up many levels to a large domed ceiling up above. And then around the lobby, there are many, many rooms of records. Yeah, just allow yourself to get a sense of some of these rooms are related to your past, some are related to your future, some are related to your present, some are more related to locations. Others are perhaps related to times of the day or times of the year. There's many different ways these rooms can be arranged that affect your ability to experience them and to play with them. But in this case, we want the highest possible future room. And that requires going up a staircase. In the middle of the lobby, there's a large staircase. And we want to go to the highest floor. So again, there's a sense of your vibration rising as you rise up these steps. And just let it be whatever it is for you. Some of you might experience it just as energy, others might get visualizations, others just a feeling. But we're arriving now at the room which holds the highest possible future, the records for the highest possible future for you. And again, there's a door. And inside this room, okay, again, this is set to be your midterm future. It's not distant future, it's not near-term future. This is a room based around your midterm future, whatever that means for you. And once you open the door and go in, it's a full immersion experience. It's like a holodeck to give you a full immersion 3D experience. So go ahead and, if you haven't already, open the doors and walk into this highest possible future as it's recorded right now in the records. And let's begin with your spirituality. So what is your level of consciousness in this room, in this highest possible midterm future? Are you enlightened? Are you fulfilled? Happy? Just let yourself receive whatever you receive regarding your spiritual evolution. Now, your imagination is a very high part of your mind, so when we receive impressions from beyond the mind, as we are now, it has to come through the imagination. So let yourself imagine whatever you imagine. So now let's also bring in um, your home. So in this highest possible midterm future, where are you living? What's your home like? What's your neighborhood like? Is it where you're presently living, or is there some place new, different? Just let yourself receive whatever impressions you receive. And now let yourself receive impressions of family and friends. Who's there with you? Is there anyone new? Or anyone that surprises you by their presence or their absence? And let's look at the flow of finances and abundance. What's your financial situation in this highest possible midterm future? And then let's look at how you spend most of your time. This could be a job, a service, or just what you spend the majority of your time doing. Let yourself receive an impression of how you spend most of your time. Is it similar to what you do now? Is it different? Is it really different? Something completely new? Even if you're not receiving clear conscious impressions, you are receiving the energy, and that's all that's required. So, your physical health, let's receive impressions for your physical health in this highest probable midterm future. Okay, good. So that was a way of just reading the records as they are presenting themselves now. So we're going to put the room in a special mode now. This special mode allows us to change the records for the better. We're going to take you into an even higher probable future, a more joyful, more loving, more healthy, more abundant. But to do that, we're going to have to clear some of the influences that prevented that higher future from showing up the first time. So let me just check that. Okay, so some of you have memories of your pre-birth planning where you set up certain challenges in your life that you wanted to carry. And as long as those challenges are in place, it limits how high your possible future, your probable future can be. And this is, the fact that you are here now means you've completed that part of the pre-birth plan. You've completed learning through karma, through suffering, through challenges, or you wouldn't be here right now. So, would you be willing to let go of all pre-programmed conditions and challenges you placed on your life and highest possible, highest probable future and allow yourself to know that you have learned what you needed to learn from those? Experienced what you wanted to experience from those. Okay, not everybody's letting it go quite yet. I'm going to look a little deeper. Okay, there's some beliefs around that suffering is good for me, challenges are good for me, I won't grow unless I'm challenged. Okay, clear, 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 clear. Okay, there's a metaphor coming in that's going to get translated a little differently for each of your systems, but so in video games, there's evidently something called God mode. And basically God mode lets you break all the rules and just do things that you couldn't do otherwise. So if you got this brand new game and you were told how to get into God mode right away and you played the game right from the get-go as God, it would be boring. It would just be boring. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be exciting, and you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't feel challenged by it. But if you then shut off God mode and you play the game hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, and you learn and you grow in experience, you grow in skill, and you grow in understanding of what the game's really about, and then you're given the opportunity to go into God mode. It's like God mode is a whole different thing at that point. You use it strategically. You use it just enough to make the end of the game more fun. And that's where you're at in your human life. You're being offered God mode. to change your future, to change your present, to change your past, breaking many of the rules that you lived under for life after life after life. And sure, the whole thing with God mode is you can use it judiciously. You can use it just here and just there. Like you don't have to, it's like you can trust yourself to use it in just the way that is best for you, best for others, and allows it to be fun and to serve. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Everybody's system got it from that. There we go. Yeah, all of you are opening to the possibility of God mode now. Yeah, where you can bend the rules, you can dissolve the rules, you can jump over the rules, you can go outside the boundaries, but you'll only do it to the extent that it's pleasing to you, that it enhances these final phases of the game. Okay, good, good. That's, wow. Yeah, every one of your energy systems is just, yeah, opening, expanding, feeling into this set of possibilities that this allows. The other thing about God mode is you can try it out, you can take away a challenge, have that experience, and then if you decide you missed the challenge, you can always bring it back in. There's no loss. There's no loss. It's just playing this way, having an experience, then playing that way. It's, yeah, there we go. Just making sure all of you are set for the next segment here. Okay, so now your highest probable future. Okay, I noticed that it's been going back and forth between highest probable future and highest possible future. Let's just clarify that before we go on. Okay, highest. Yeah, there is a subtle difference between the two. And they want the focus for now to be the highest possible future. And that will bring the highest probable future along in its wake. So yeah, I'm going to focus on the highest possible future. Okay, so your guide's there with you. You're in the room still. But would you give it permission? Would you give your records the permission to shift into their highest possible midterm future and reveal that to you? Would you let go of all the lower vibrational influences that were limiting the possibilities for you? Do you just let those go, knowing that these decisions are being made by your divine self? The ego cannot exist here. The ego has no say here. Okay, I'm just watching energetically to make sure everybody's accessing the ability to change their records. Now, there might be some aspects of the records you don't want to change, you were fine with. But some of them are evolving into an even more refined manifestation. Okay, so just begin to notice what's new and different here, like with your spiritual evolution. Has it changed any from when you first entered the room? And your home, your location, what's new and different at this higher vibration in this higher possible future? And regarding friends and family, what's new and different? What's even better? And with any of these things, could it be even better? Could you allow it to be even better? Allow whatever shifts and changes need to happen for it to be more enjoyable, more loving, more filled with light, more harmonious. And then your health, anything new and different with your health? Even if it seems like it would require a miraculous change, are you willing to allow your records of the future to change and hold that as an activated energy, as an activated manifestation, even if it seems it would take miracles? What does it hurt to just allow the energy of it here in your records? In the flow of finances, and how you spend the majority of your time. Okay, so there the transmission is adding a frequency of harmony to harmonize your highest possible future. And your guide is assisting in activating these records now, activating this as your preferred future, allowing all the old versions of your future to become footnotes. Okay, and then, yes, as that activates, as this whole room is activated at this level, it's affecting the whole palace, the whole building, every other room, every other record is being fed this information of your highest possible future so that they can all be upgraded to be in alignment, energetically in alignment with this highest possible future. You might feel how it's changing things in your present, in your past, in your near-term future. Would you be willing to allow your life to totally transform and for all your records to be updated to this highest possible future? The past that supports this future, the present that supports this future, the far, far past that supports this future, even the far future that supports this midterm future. Would you be willing to allow all your Akashic records to upgrade, to be in alignment with this highest possible midterm future? And your guide has a second gift for you, a gift that energetically holds this energy of your highest possible midterm future that we just activated. So just let yourself receive this gift from your guide that is an energetic reference point for this highest possible future. And then notice if it feels right to actually place this gift somewhere in your energy system, somewhere in your body perhaps. Okay, the door to that room is opening again, and you're invited to back your way out, to step backwards to leave this room. Just step by step. And then once you're out of the room, the door closes again. You can turn and walk to those steps, walk back down into the lobby. Walk out the front door, out into the garden. You might take a moment in gratitude, appreciation, bringing you back to the portal now, the portal that you entered to enter this dimension. Stepping back out onto that large disc that acted as an elevator. And descending back to the earth plane, to your everyday reality as it exists now, with this completely reprogrammed highest possible future. Letting go of anything that is best to let go of, holding on to anything that is best to hold on to, letting your consciousness find the best configuration for you here now and the rest of your day onward. Yeah, pulling the focus more and more back to who and what you are here now in this body, in this location. This transmission is complete. It was a joy to assist you. We are ever so grateful for your service, for your play and exploration. Thank you. Infinite blessings.